Greetings and welcome back. We are here at the Ashigaru camp. There's going to be, oh boy, a lot of Ashigaru that we have to take down in order for us to wrap up this season. Here we are in day 4. We're going to do our best to wrap this up here so we can complete our Aratani unlock, so we can start getting better trees and lumber. But it's going to be quite the battle to get through this. Oh, that was amazing. I was expecting that guy to fall. That's it. Now, we might have to be creative in some of our skills we use. Go. Now, I need him to draw his blade. There we are. Oh man, I'm not doing so well here, that's for sure. Okay, there we go. Alright, we don't have a lot of items for healing, so we're going to have to be careful about how we progress here. That was a rough start. So let's take a few of these things out. And by the way, just for these side weapons we keep picking up, these weapons we keep picking up are really handy for our watchtower, our guards, since most of the time the guards only need them for a short bit, and then we can still get our values out of them. Oh no, your dead guy just blocked that arrow for you. You should thank him. Make sure you thank him in the afterlife. That was a very nice thing for him to do for you, because that was an arrow soaked by a fallen friend. Alrighty, well, let's gather some of these things up. It will be nice having this cache so we can do some more unlocks, and I would really like to get ourselves in a spot where we can maybe build ourselves a mansion somewhere, since I think that'll be fun to explore and good to get. I did notice some people shared on the Discord server the idea about the lake in the east side by the temple. Oh my goodness, it's gorgeous over there. It's so very pretty. I'm going to end up using that area as the backdrop for my how-to videos, which I'll be making pretty soon, as soon as there is time. For now, I'll just try to get some stuff going in the series, keep things going, and also, we gotta make sure we restore law and order here. Oh, you, sir. He's not the most aware guard. He only just figured out that I'm here. There goes a bow. I am a fan of the longbow. It does the job. That's for sure. These guys, though, that thing will do the job on me, easy. One of the things that's tough, though, is the ones with the sword. I want to call them samurai, they're obviously not. The ones who are using katanas, those weapon strikes are fast, and that dash attack is real good at closing distance and really good at putting an end to your day. Now you, sir, we need to keep a distance from you if I'm going to skirmish you. And if I'm going to make sure that I live through that. Oop, helps to knock an arrow. There we are. Ooh. Well, I figured that strike was the last one, but that's my fault for getting overconfident. There we go. Ooh, healing balm. That's big, because I only have one of them. So now that we have 2, that might make this a little easier. Right now, the amount of healing that we have is pretty limited. Oh, shoot, your friend helped you again. A lot of these dead people are helping out the living. We'll call it divine intervention. Well, here we go. We'll backpedal a bit, and I know they did fix how fast... Oh, again, with the trickiness here. They did fix how fast they travel at you, so it's a lot harder to just simply backpedal. Although I will say, not terribly bad. I'm still able to backpedal against these guys, and still able to juggle them a bit and allow us a little time to recover. Let's get that slow but sure recovery going on. Let's get in there. Yeah, look at that. That was destined for that guy's face. Lucky. We'll figure out how we want to progress into here. I do love the fact that it's winter time. Because, oh, dude, you've been watching a lot of things happen. Oh well. Clueless guard. Gar. Take a few more of you down. That one will be a good one for our guard tower. Why not? A decent weapon, decent multiplier. We only need it to last a couple times, and then we're set. Let's see here. We'll practice a bit on our archery. Yeah, we did. Oh, that's pretty good. I'll keep it there. We'll keep that as a memory. See what kind of loots they have. Not convinced there's going to be a lot of good stuff here. I mean, a little bit of food's not bad. Given that if we die, we lose a lot of our food. That's, I guess that can be considered a positive. We are making plenty of food back in our village, though, so not too worried about that. Ah, here's going to be a problem. Oh, that's unfortunate. There we go. There we go. That's good stuff. Oh. Now, I would like to get into some more melee combat, but I also don't want to end this journey so fast. Because if we get into melee and I happen to make some bad choices like that, then we're going to be done real fast. Apply the healing balm and do the serpentine, because it's always about the serpentine. Oh. Now, it would be really fun. It shouldn't be done. I'm just saying, if there was a way to get faster health regen, that would overcheese everything, and it would be way too easy to win these combats. But we'll keep it going at this. Alright, are you the one? No. No, you are not. Ah, forgot that I still have a friend. Ooh. I would say that was a deft maneuver, but all it takes is an archer not paying attention where they're shooting to make somebody who's just standing still look like a moving target. Not the best. Alright, collect these arrows. Oh, let's see, what's our progress looking like? Ronin leader. Oh no. Oh, that's over here. We still have to do that one. Yep, so we got the pirates done over here. We have to defeat 17 Ronin. Well, this is nice. We're only on 8 to go and the Ashigaru leader, so that's going to be very doable. Very, very doable, I hope. We have to see about this Ashigaru leader, because we're probably going to get stuck in combat with him, which will not be ideal, depending upon how strong of a weapon he has, and depending upon how well I block is going to really determine whether we survive this fight or not. Hey man, who puts their cart in the way like that? Come on. I was talking about how I was looking forward to cashing in all this stuff, and yet I've got 11,000 coin. I think we're doing okay. Oops. That was me getting the chug-a-lug. There we go. That's the kind of shot I want. We attempted to go up into the watchtower and just rain arrows down from above on them. I don't honestly think it does any good. That would be an archer in close combat. I don't think an archer ever wants to be stuck in close combat if they don't get their weapon ready quick enough. Oh, your friend. All of the friend soaking. Those antler arrows, I'm curious. I am curious. I kind of want to give them a shot. They don't seem to do a lot. I don't know if they're going to do a lot. They certainly, I don't think they do the effect that historically they've been used for, which is to terrorize and get a fleeing army to flee faster. At this point, I'm gonna have to say that those were pretty bad shots. Alright, we're gonna draw our knife. Oh, gotta be focused on the follow through, and then we'll do what we can to close the gaps. There we go. Mind the gap. We will mind the gap and close the... Ooh, sake, yes. Sake is big because sake gets me malaria medication, gets me antidote, gets me medication. Malaria gets me sake gets me medicine. And I don't know as I have enough sake getting produced at this time from just our buildings, because I haven't really focused on that one. And I have definitely discovered, as you may have as well, that it seems like straw, rope, things like that, those are kind of my limiting factors right now. I really need more of them, so for netting, to get our heating needs done. Yeah, the heating needs are tricky because oil is the way to go, and oil from fish is certainly the best, I think. It does the job quicker, it allows you to get a resource easy, all it costs you is a net that lasts you multiple seasons, and the heating it gives you is huge. 45 per oil. Canola is also a great source, but that's a one-time, one-season grower. You can buy them from Aratani, obviously, which is handy. if you're comfortable doing that route of things. There's a lot of these guys. Oh my. Turns out there's a lot of bad shots too. I'm lucky that they're clueless. Now, I did a good job of taking 2 of them down. Unfortunately, he is close, and I haven't really done any damage to him yet. There we go. Oh, that's going to be troublesome for you, sir. There we go. There we go, and... Whoa! Ah! Indeed, indeed, indeed. That's it. Come back for you, buddy. Okay. Let's clear out a bit of this. I think, unfortunately, I say unfortunately just because I'm getting full on loot, I'm getting full on a lot of stuff. I did not bring bronze. Oh no. Who does that? Oh, people. So, if you're busy doing this kind of a playthrough and you're experiencing this right now, make sure you always bring a little bit of bronze with you because you want to build your fast travel location. See, right now what's going to happen is, if I don't win this combat, then I'm going to have to walk my happy self all the way down from Aratani just to get here. And that's unfortunate. We only need to take out 2 more Ashigaru and then we are set. And I haven't even seen the start of the bandit leaders area yet. And we are very deep into combat, and we're easily going to get all of the numbers we need just from doing this. I can't imagine, well, tell you what, this is where we think about things a little differently. Okay, there they are. I see them on the map up here. Yep, we're going to do a little Tenshu style stuff. Why do the direct route? Let's go indirect. Sure enough. And there we are. That's the Ashigaru leader. Alright, well, sorry, pal. Fight is what it is. Oh, well, actually I needed 2 of you anyway. We'll call that convenience. Also, we'll call this dangerous. Because I'm certainly going to have a little trouble with this. We have to get into a spot where things are navigable. He is fast, it turns out. Oh dear, and I am foolish. Get that on. Oh, that was fortunate, but also not so fortunate. Now I gotta re-engage them in combat. Mortal combat. Although no crazy powers here. Alright, I'm guessing you can't walk in. Oh, this is going to be cheesed. I can't do it this way. That's not fair. I will get some arrows in you, but we will face this fight. Oh, wait, but not if I can't stand on level ground at some point. Okay, we do need to challenge him to at least half of the combat in legitimate style. I don't feel right doing all of the combat with the cheese. Don't really want to fast travel back here, though. Or slow travel back here, though, is the problem. Ah, you people. Oh good, I got a katana guy. That'll be fun. Let's go over here. I like your dodges. I like your little side steps into the trees. Oop, uh-oh. That's gonna be a problem. Oh, jeez. And I need you to draw your blade, dude. There you go, dude. You gotta draw your blade, my friend. Can't get away from this issue if you don't draw your blade. Can't block anything if I'm not doing that. So we're gonna have to get ourselves a little distance. Really don't want to have to fast travel back, or I don't really want to have to do the slow roll travel back to here. But we may have to be a little cowardly here. We may have to run. Although there is a fine line between cowardice and wisdom. Oh, well, that would have been a not wise spot. Oh, hey, you get to draw your bow, friend. There we go. Oh boy. Alright. Oh, that's going to be, judging by the slow pace we have here, autosave, perhaps end of the day shortly too. Oh boy. Alright, what do we have left for? Nothing. We have no health potions left. This is it. if we're going to survive this fight, if we're going to do this now, it is because we are going to finish this time around. We're probably going to use our arrows to finish this up. There we go. That's going to be the end of the day. There we go. Always a little bit of chugging just before the end of the day if there's so many enemies in the area. A lot to load, a lot of processing to do. That's why it gets a little dicey trying to do a lot of actions during that time frame. You can... Oops. Oh. Sometimes you can get bogged down quite a bit. Ashigaru, Ashigaru on the hill, standing there so very, well, not so still. Ooh, he's fast. I would love it if we could introduce sneaking into the game, honestly. That would be nice. I think it'd be fun to have a stealth component. It doesn't have to, but it does just feel like that would be good for some of these aspects. Like right here where we're... I mean, this camp, I mean, going straight into this camp brazenly and just saying, I'm going to take out every MFer in here. I mean, multiple foe, right? That's what I mean by MF, obviously. I would certainly be quite the fool if I thought I was going to live through this. I mean, how many Ashigaru have we seen so far? Alrighty, we're going to pepper him down. Just because I'm not into reloading. Oh, you are tough, my friend. You had a lot of hit points, that is for sure. Don't roll down the hill too fast. I need your stuff. Oh, we count as taking control of the Dynasty region? Oh, right, because I forgot that I had already built the bridge. That makes sense. So, his loot is in here somewhere. And I want it. But also, I don't have any way... I mean, there's just too many of them. There's just too many of them. We'll come back. We know there's loot here. We know we can take the loot in time. We'll come back for it. Now, the trick will be... let's not fall to our death. Alrighty, this is going to take a long time of travel, so I will... let me save you the trouble of watching me run. And what I'll do is I'll get us to our destination. Seeing as we've taken over Aratani, that's entertaining. That could be a great... that'll definitely be a thing that I'll do in the future. I think the nice way of doing this right here is to... I would always just build the bridge project first here for Aratani, since it really doesn't require a lot of workers, and that's why I did it on the previous seasonal divide. It's just a quick, easy project to do, and I didn't have enough workers for the other larger projects. So that does make it rather convenient, so that once you finish doing this portion, you are now at the spot where you can simply build in the Aratani area. Now, this could be a good area to build, perhaps. Ah, darn. That's too bad. We'll fire into that one. Now, here's a quick thing, which I found helpful. If you see where that arrow is, this can be a convenient thing that I can do, where I'll skin the deer, and if I find the arrow... no, boo, I couldn't do it. If you can find an arrow stuck in your target... let's see if I can do it with this one. There goes another bow. If you can get an arrow in your target, and then you can skin it, and then grab the arrow out of it, you can actually speed up the process. Here, let's see if I do it right. There we go. Oh, no, I didn't. I didn't have my arrow out, or I didn't have my knife out. Shoot. Sorry about that. So what you do is you just skin the deer and then grab the arrow, and your character goes through the grab the arrow animation, which is much faster than the skin the deer animation, or skin the animal animation. That's a way I found to get over some of the, get through some of those a little quicker. Here. I know we need more meat, so this is me taking care of the needs of our future production. And seeing as we're here, why not? Then I'll fast forward us onwards. Oh, your friend soaked an arrow for you. Remember to thank him. In the afterlife. Let's see if I do it right this time. Nope, because I can't see the arrow on that one. I'm guessing that's going to be Tusk Fangs. It's going to be. Character's hungry. Let's just do it. Oh dear. Oh dear. Got some angry attempts at getting bronze arrows. There we go. There we are. There's the arrow. Skin. Grab arrow. Nope. Still can't do it right. I swear. I mean, I'm telling you I can do this tip, and then I'm sitting here trying to do it for y'all, and it's just not working. Grab arrow. No, I can't grab the arrow. Interesting. Okay, well, one more try. Let's find our next piggy. Oh, piggy, can't you see? Okay, we're gonna chug as we go towards the... There we go. Now, evening befallen us. Pig in the bush. Apparently I can't skin you. There we go. And still can't. There it is. I grabbed it and you notice that I didn't go through the full... Nope. Foxes are not an okay foe, or... Foxes are not a foe. Let's say it like that. I do not hunt foxes. No, I do not. It is not my way. It is... That is just too much with it. I mean, I know in my family we've valued foxes in our area because they tend to take care of varmints. Things like that. And, you know, for this playthrough as well. I mean, Aratani, sorry. Inari, who I definitely proclaim the name of here in Aratani for one of the quests, being that she is the goddess of the wolves and of farming, we would definitely honor the foxes because they would be her spirits, or her guides, and her creatures. We would not want to cause any trouble for Inari. Plus, the foxes eat things that eat the field, or eat the things that try to eat our crops. So I would definitely be a huge fan of keeping them around for that reason. Alright, let's... Oh boy. Oh my. Oh, there's so much to load, and I'm sorry for the chugging. Alrighty, let's get home. By the way, here's the thing. In the comments, I would love to have a name for this village. I have chosen not to name it yet because, well, you know, I haven't really thought of a good name yet. And why not? If, I would love it if y'all would throw a name at me. We'll go with whichever one people get the most joy out of, or the one that just makes the most sense. Alrighty, let's drop off some things and go from there. I ended up saying I was going to fast forward, and obviously I did not. Hopefully the trip back was not too bad. Let's get our stuff locked in here. Now, I have broken many bows. I have broken many, many bows. We'll drop off these weapons in our armory storage, and a lot of these are unnecessary. Did just drop some arrows in there that I probably could keep, but we have a lot of them. Now, this steel armor has been great. I am very happy with that. Oh yeah, I added this well here. I really think Toshichi looks happy next to it. I think it was a good addition for him. I feel like he was missing something, and like something to stand next to it, because all he does is stand there. Poor guy. Wanted to make sure he had something to do. Drop off our food, and then it's going to be seasonal end time because I do not get to progress any further. I'm not going to allow myself 5 days out of the seasons, even though that's the setting. I should change it. I should change it down to 3. I do think that on a standard playthrough, 3 is a lot. I just really think it is. That you can do so much in 3 days, and it is nice having a little limit to yourself, so you can't do too much. Because otherwise the temptation is just to keep doing all of the things. And if we had 5 days, if we had an infinite number of days, we could unlock everything. Well, no, we couldn't. First season, you can't get certain things, so we couldn't get everything. Okay. We didn't drop off the sake. I must be wanting some sake. I will freely admit, though, I have had sake before. Good sake is amazing. I have not had a lot of good sake, unfortunately. It's only been rare that I've had very good sake. And, of course, only the best being warm, which is interesting, right? Because that's a very different experience than what we're used to as in a Western setting, where most of the things that we tend to enjoy are considered better cold. Alright, let's get our workers set up here. This is the seasonal divide, and it is time for us to make things happen. To decide which things we don't need I do want to keep a lot of our individuals who are working on key things. The Forager's workplace can probably go. I do need to keep our spiritual portions going. Fisherman's workplace is doing a big job for us. I think we can get rid of the tending vat. Probably the hunter's workstation, though I don't really want to, honestly. I do like that we're getting a lot of resources for that. We can deal with a little bit. Let's do... Carpenter stations are not going to be the biggest deal. For now, anyway, right? So let's get a few of these done. Drying racks I do find really handy, unfortunately. Because so much straw, you know? That is one thing that I've noticed, is that it's so much straw. You need a lot of straw to get through a lot of these items. And then somebody making rope would be handy, that I may do for our next one. I do want to make sure that our food is still in a good spot. So as I go through this, I probably shouldn't be rushing through too much. For those who are interested in knowing the details, I'm taking people from jobs that I don't consider massively vital. So, like the Forager's workspaces, I'm getting grass out of those, which is good. I do need them. But I also don't have to have it for the seasonal divide. Let's see here. I think we only have the one bridge project that we were going to work on. It's the river bridge. It looks like we are set. Riverbank, I apologize. Riverbank project. That'll take care of this region. The temple region, I've already... Well, it's nice that the Yashigaru count towards both. That's handy. That means we have 15 to go, and I'm guessing that there's going to be a significant number of them here. I'm also guessing that that samurai leader is going to be pretty brutal to face. That we're going to have a large amount of trouble there. Now, I do not see, that is... Oh, nice. They're premium conifers there. I do need some of that. Ah, yes, that's the other thing I needed to do before the end of the season. I need to gather some ice, because we are without ice. So I'm going to go and I'm going to mine the ice. I'll show you where it is in that quick bit, but that is going to be the last thing I allow myself to do this season. I need some ice to continue our seasons and to continue some of the work we have. So I'm going to go to the region where I know I can get ice. See if we can check it out on its lake, and then we will change over to the spring. It'll be nice to see flowers again, that is for sure. Oh, and I also want to show you my favorite way to chop down bamboo. This is so great. Very satisfying. Check that out. Oh, wait. You there. Haha. That is my favorite way to chop down bamboo. I happen to be... You may have discovered this already, and if you did, well, then you have had the joyful experience that I just had too. Or that I had before as well too. Because that's fun. Just traveling through an area, I happen to have my sword out, and for whatever reason I happen to just cut down a tree just because why not? And I was so satisfied when I chopped down that whole thing. I was like, ooh, that's fun. So that's just this, small pleasures, right? Small little things that you can enjoy doing. I love it. Let's see here. That's a shrine that we can come back to later. I probably should... Wait. Did I forget to put the sake away? Oh. If I would have forgotten to put the sake away, I could easily have actually gone to that shrine and made an offering. But I did not. Alas. I'll see you at the lake. Walking through this forest, this bamboo thicket, well, I guess we should say bamboo forest. It's not a tree technically, but I think we still call them forests. But this conjures to mind, this is beautiful. Number one, I just absolutely love just this appearance. Everything about this looks gorgeous. It reminds me of going out in the winter and just taking a stroll through the woods when the snow is falling. It's gorgeous. But it also conjured to mind the other part of the brain, which is thinking about, can you imagine how cool of a horror thing you could have happen right now? Like if there were actually like spirits you had to fight in this game, and if somebody made a mod that involved, say, some more spiritual aspects or some more like dangerous spirits or oni, things like that. This would be just a absolutely terrifying winter experience where you're in the woods and you, as the warrior, have your enchanted sword and you need to face down that foe. I would love that experience. I think that would be An incredible mod. Now, if only I knew how to mod stuff, I would totally be on that. Because I think that would be amazing. Can you imagine? And then you could have fights with Oni, who would probably have a large collection of hit points, some pretty devastating attacks, and co-op. I think that would be such a satisfying co-op experience too, to say like, okay, we know that there's a spirit haunting this area and we need to face it. And it's going to take 3 of us, guaranteed. Let's get on it. Speaking of co-op experiences, I do want to do a live stream, and I did have somebody suggest that, hey, you know, next time you do another live, let's think about doing co-op, and I love that idea. 100% love that idea. I will work out a time, and I'll let you all know at least a week in advance. And then I'd like to do a live stream for Sengoku. I also like to make some time to do a live stream for Medieval Dynasty as well. Maybe do that chill playthrough and just like, let's just hang together. Just like, chill. Beverage is optional, but show up with a beverage if you would like. And then we can just hang out together. I think that'd be a good time. I am also, here we go, ice deposits. It's time. Well, look at that. I ended up talking your ear off, and here we are already. So to find the ice deposits, we're here on the lake. You will note, oh, I will note that they're not shown on the map anymore. They used to be shown on the map, but I think now it's just that there are a large collection of options for you to choose from. But it shows up in each of these regions. I believe even on the smaller side of the other one, too. Alright, so I'm going to mine a bunch of these, and I'm going to totally regret not bringing a better pickaxe. We'll see. I don't think it would, if we're thinking realistically speaking-wise, I should be able to get by on a stone pickaxe, but we'll see. Maybe there's a certain unlock hidden behind that, so I'm cautious. Might be worth considering our legend points. Look at that. I have been sitting on my legend points. That's not the best way to do things. Which, let's see here. One of the things that I find the most concerning is healthcare, because it's constant maintenance. I don't want to deal with that. I always do the unlocks for new structures. It's just who I am. But I'm definitely going to go heavy on that one. It's one of the things I don't want to deal with as much. Doing the pickaxe work, that's the one I want. And we already have efficient miner. Let's do this, and let's do this, because I feel like I'm going to be doing a lot of mining. Doing that thing I do. Yeah, see, look, that's that thing I do. I just figured that I only had those points to spend. But look at all the perk points you got over here. Oh my goodness, I wonder why I'm having trouble. I wonder how I'm having trouble getting through these things. Let's increase our base value, armor value. Let's also get our poise up. Unstoppable, this is going to be big. We want to break their poise as much as possible, especially when I'm using Tantos. If I'm using something that is fast, then that's a big deal. Extra hit points are clearly going to help me out. I do a lot of quick attacks, so that's worthwhile. And there's our next place. I do not have a lot of the way of monk, you may notice, so questionable as to whether I'm going to get more of those experience points. I haven't been finding a lot of those shrine rebuilds, or I just haven't been doing them, so that is the spot to do that. So that'd be the key. Alrighty, y'all. This part's going to be a little repetitive, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to mine a bunch of ice. I'm going to make an ice storage, and then we're going to call it quits for the season. I'm going to end up having to make a bunch of pickaxes, so it's going to take me a while. I'm going to give myself a cutoff of when I see dawn break, my time is up. And then we're done. And we just move on to the next season. Call it even. Speaking of which, I'm going to be trapped in a rough spot if I don't have enough sticks to make these things. Well, just a side note for y'all. It turns out that you do need a bronze pickaxe or better in order to actually finish that up. So, unfortunately, we are not going to finish any more ice mining this season. So what's going to happen is I am simply going to go and I'm going to head back home. We're going to build that ice storage so we can have a storage for ice. And then we'll call it quits there. So not as much ice as I was hoping for. I mean, we have 90 ice, and part of that has to be built to make the ice storage, unfortunately. So that's too bad. I will be able to buy ice, and you will too, if you go to the exotic goods trader at the temple. Another reason why it's nice to have that location unlocked as soon as possible. Well, not unlocked, I mean to have traveled to it, so you can have fast travel unlocked to it. That's what I mean by that statement. Alrighty, let's wrap up this season here. 74. I mean, that's decent. It's not going to get us too far, though, because it does take a lot of ice to do most of the jobs that require ice. We do see another refugee. I don't see why not. Let's take you on, friend. And then we can find out what job we need you to do. Oh, we cannot go to Neo-Sosogi. Let's see here. You there. There are so many jobs that involve mining here. Just don't think we need it right now, though. So chiseled stone is going to be important because it's decoration time pretty soon here. I want to make sure we have enough to do those things. So let's trade this season for the next. Meals are a big drop. Bevies are a big drop. But we are at the spot where we need to be. And we just dodged luxury. And here we are, we've finished a project. I do appreciate the fact that they made sure that the animations for these are different for every single one of them. I mean, obviously that one's not, but the picture at the start is. And then here we have a similar foregrounds, but also it does show us the background, and that's nice. I do appreciate that. And now we get to cross our gorgeous bridge and decide where we're going to build. But I think that's already well decided at this point. There we are. And now we can build a mansion. It's nearly time. We need to consider where we're going to place our mountaintop mansion, because it's about time to consider that idea, isn't it? We do have a couple liberations to go. Good mountaintop area is, of course, the temple area, but I don't think we want to step on the toes of the temple. We want them to remain in their own space. This is a nice temple area, but not with the resources that are available. It's just not worth the time. It seems to me that this is a place I want to build into. I want paper trees, because I'm going to want to build a lot of paper lanterns. That's kind of a goal. And fruit trees are the prime for maintenance, so that's going to be a goal. Clay or iron ore? Honestly, I'm probably going to want to build in the temple area. I mean, I just liberated here, and I know that this is what the goal was. But the problem is that clay, I'm sure for some of y'all, you've already assigned workers to clay, and you've noticed that it really doesn't produce. I mean, your workers are not coming out with enough to make it really worth the job. At least, to me, it's not worth the job. I can go and harvest the clay from the Sosogi area, and that gets me 200 to 300, depending upon how much of it I choose to collect. And I'm sitting pretty for a very long time. It goes way faster for me as the main character, and unfortunately that does kind of drive some of this, because if my workers can only produce a small, scant bit of clay out of that job, but I can get iron ore, this is going to matter more, because iron ore, that's going to produce better materials for me. I do already have an iron ore place here, though, is the trick. My problem is I don't have access to these trees. So, well, tell you what. We did the job, we're gonna build an Aratani. I still think that that's the key thing we need to do. Let's find a spot to build here, and let's continue on with it. I mean, without a region for ice, though, I tell you what, that's the dicey part. Alright, well, decisions will need to be made, and I thank you for joining me today for this episode. I look forward to seeing you next time.